Okay, how's it going? So we'll get into this review. I'm just going to give you a quick rundown. Well, hopefully it's a quick rundown. Going to the Bluewater Sumilon Island was not the best experience, honestly. I had a better experience with the family at home. When we got back to the house, it was just so much more fun. We had karaoke there. We could go outside, inside, at our leisure. It was awesome. I had a real fun time in the Philippines with the family. The downside was going to the Bluewater Sumilon Island. It was not what I expected. I expected something that was more like where if I went to a hotel or somewhere in Australia, you get a room that's got it's got your own sink and fridge and everything. And you will see an image in here, and I'll pause the frame at that point. Found the fridge on the day we were leaving, and I'll explain where. So getting to the room, it's in the video, so it's just a quick rundown. There was bad weather the day before we went down there, so it took us 6 hours to do a 100-kilometer trip, which was crazy. Then we had to wait for the boat. Then the boat takes about 15-20 minutes to cross the water to where the island is. Then we had to wait another hour and a half for the rooms to be available before we could finally go to the room. When we got to the room, there's only enough there to make 1 cup of tea or 1 cup of coffee, and that's it. You get 1 sugar, you get a jug of water, but there's no fresh water there. So if you want to get fresh water, you have to go out to get fresh water. There's no sink. You have to use the bathroom sink to wash dishes. The toilet didn't work. We had to fill up the bucket in the toilet to get the toilet to work. The whole experience was just not good. Anyway, I'll get into the video. I'll let it play, and I'll pause at the points where I want to explain more of that, what happening at that time. But this is all footage of, it's not cut and chopped that much. I've left most of it in place. I've cut out little topics where I was having a bit of a sook, but I've left most of it in there when I was walking around, and understanding I'm trying not to video other people, so I don't have to blur faces and things, and just wanted to make an honest review about the place. And it was not good from word go of arriving there. Even when we arrived there and got off the boat, we had to wait 1 hour before we were allowed to walk away from where we got off the boat, which was, I don't know why we had to wait, but we had to wait there 1 hour before we were allowed to go had to walk over the hill to get to where you could order a coffee or something. And that's where we waited an hour and a half before they gave us information to say your rooms are now available, and then you walk over the hill again to get to where your rooms are. It's just crazy. Not a place I want to visit again. So let's get into it anyway. Well, first impressions say a lot. First day here, and it's definitely not for smokers. If you're a smoker, don't bother coming here. There's only 2 spots where you can smoke. On this one on the top of the island, one on the other side of the island. So it's a hike to where the cabins are. It's a hike to get to where the smoking spots are. But if you're a non-smoker, you can enjoy it here. First impressions of the room. There's only enough utensils to make 1 coffee, and not enough powdered milk to whiten the coffee enough to see how you like it. So bring your own utensils, bring your own coffee, sugar, milk, that type of stuff, because they don't supply that. Analog TV, got a Bible. The shower is huge. There should be room for 2. There'd be enough there for 2 people to have a shower at the same time. But I'll try and walk around and try not to get anybody else in the video and comment where I can. And this is the side of the island that you land on. Okay, well, I'll take you up to the smoking area now. It tells you where to go. So sorry about how the focus keeps on going bright, dark, bright, dark. It's this stupid Huawei Pro 20 phone that I've got. I bought it with expectations that it was going to be a good phone to make videos with, and it turns out it's, even if you take the auto function off, it just keeps on automatically adjusting itself to brightness. It drives me nuts, but it is what it is, I guess. There. Doesn't mention smoking though. Yeah, a bit of adventure. I'll have a look at here first. like I'm standing on top of a septic, but you'd have to step out here. Bit of a dining set there. Very quiet here. I don't know, it's not a dining set here, it's just a luxury. So you can lay down, chill out. Maybe like trick trailer and sandbar that way. Let's have a look. But I've got to go that way to get cigarettes. To have a cigarette. Looks like this walkway is lit up overnight time. So I'll take us for a walk again tonight to see what things look like when they're lit up. Everything's bamboo. Everything is bamboo in this place. The chairs that you sit on underneath the huts, the platform that you walk on to where you can go fishing, and so forth. And it's really old bamboo. You lean against it and you can feel it cracking behind you, so you don't want to lean on it too hard because you're too scared you're going to fall through it. And you'll see a little bit later on that there's a bit of platform that I stood on that my toe went through and cut it. Everywhere you walk, it's uphill or downhill. There's no flat ground here. Oh, it stinks over here. Oh, that's horrid. Surveillance cameras around here as well, so I can see everybody walking up and down here. Okay. No. Villas, front desk that way, bar restaurant, and more villas up that way. I don't know what's over there. No sign saying don't go this way, so we'll just walk a little bit further up this way. I get the feeling that I shouldn't. That gate there says authorised only, so authorised personnel only. So it is up that way. I don't need to go there anyway, so I guess the villas as well, as the sign says. Oh yeah, so there's the gate there, and you can see the villas through the trees there. So there's probably more up that way. I'm not going to see anything different to what I've already showed you down here though, so I'm going to go for a walk up there. Just going to see more villas and more trees. Okay, so here's the smoking area. Right in there. And there's a playground for the kids there. That's smoking area. So I'm gonna stop for one while I'm here. Like that walkway that I just walked up makes it easier to get to here than going up all those stairs. I'll go back down the stairs on the way back. There's the ashtray there. People are still, however, very rude, and they flick the cigarette butts on the ground. I keep the place clean, you know. Should keep the whole country clean, actually. Anyway, this place is nice and clean, apart from a few idiots. There's a bar up there. I suppose you can get drinks there. But I've got to tell you, there is no incentive here for me to want to come back again. It's nice looking, but to travel from Cebu airport to where you catch the ferry, a 6-hour drive. Then you got to wait there for a ferry, which we waited for an hour to come across here, and then the rooms weren't even ready yet. We still had to wait an hour and a half before we could go to our rooms. It's not leaving a good impression. Everything's just pretty. I'll show you the swimming pools and everything later. Like it is a nice place. It's just not exciting me, that's all. But it might excite others. Oh, there's a stage here for a performance, I guess. Should put a karaoke machine in here, I reckon. So this part here, you can see there's speakers there, and there's something behind that colourful curtain there. But nothing happened. The 2 days we were there on the weekend, and there was no karaoke, so you can't go up on the stage there and sing a couple of songs yourself. There was no entertainment. It was as boring as. There was no lights on in there at night time. When you walk past it, it was just all dark. So very disappointing that there was nothing happening. There was just nothing at all that made you think, oh yeah, I really liked being here. The dancing was really great, or whatever. There was nothing. That'd be nice. A couple of nice spots to sit down here. That bar area there is just for information, not for alcohol. Nice view of the sea. So you should see some nice sunrises. Go to the other side of the island and see sunsets, hopefully. Nice romantic swimming pool here. Looks like another little one down there. Have a look. Yeah, nice little hidden one down here. I don't know what that part there is. That a walkway to the other side? I think so. Yeah, you can go on the other side, coming from the other side. There. You can come in from the other side as well. It's not turned on though. I guess you'll have to ask for it to be turned on. It is a hike. Got to be fit to come here. So this one's turned on. Looks really nice. You go in there later. Hopefully there's lights in that at night time. Make it look nice if there's some lights in the water. Okay, the reason why I've paused it here is because see how nicely lit up the swimming pools are? The one on top of the hill is all nicely lit up as well. Problem is, you're not allowed to go for a swim after 8 o'clock. I was really looking forward to going to the swimming pool with my wife at about 10 o'clock or something and just having a romantic time in the swimming pool, and to find out you're not allowed in the water and after 8 o'clock, and I'm like, come on, you know. I was actually looking forward to doing that. The pool's all nicely lit up. It's really pretty, you know, romantic looking. Wasted. You couldn't go in. So walking back down to where the stairs were. There's some nice seating to the right there, but there's people there, so I didn't bring the camera over that way. And there's that walkway that I went up in the first place. Okay, so this is the hotel room. Got 2 beds, ceiling fan, aircon, which works really well. I already talked about the coffee and that. So here's your bathroom facilities, you got your toilet. So that toilet there, I'm only just into the room fresh right now. So I'm only commenting on what I can see firsthand. You know, been in the room for about 10 minutes. What we didn't know at this particular time, that toilet doesn't work. we called management twice. Somebody came out twice, said it's working. When he left, we go to flush it, it flushes and then doesn't refill. So instead of calling them a third time, what we did was we just used that hose thing next to it to fill it up manually with water every single time we needed to. Oh well, we go to the toilet, and then after we flushed, we'll fill it up so it's ready for the next time, and that's the way we functioned. You got your safe in here with no instructions on how to use it. 2 umbrellas in case it rains. There's no dryer or anything either, so 2 umbrellas in case it forget that. Nothing you'd find in a standard hotel. How to use the safe. And that's the shower I was talking about. Now, I haven't turned it on yet, but I'm hoping that there's hot water, because I like strong hot water when I have a shower. But if you've got a partner, having a shower head on this side here too, so you can both shower together nice and freely, I don't think it'd be fun, but you know, it's a lot of room for a lot of nothing. Anyway, just so I can turn this water on, just face the head the other way. Could do with an upgrade. It's old as the hills. Sweet water pressure. Let's see the hot water coming out. There's a button I can press here for water on the bottom too, I guess. Oh, there you go. Water up. Water on the bottom. Oh, this is not good stuff. Ah, nice hot shower. Well, I can't knock that. That's beautiful hot. Hot enough that I can't stand under it. I've got to add some water, some cold water. It's beautiful. Change that. Oh, it's so old. I can't even turn that properly. Okay, 2 settings. Stream, which doesn't work too well, and I don't know what you call that, but anyway. Good enough for a shower. The skylights, again, I didn't notice at the time. See how filthy they are, so it's not really letting a lot of light in. But if you walk around the back and make your way through the bush, you can actually get to the back of those skylights and lean over a little bit to look through them. So, you know, if you're going to shower there, I guess shower in the daytime, because it's a bit sus that you can look into the skylights from behind the building, and that's in the bathroom section. So, you know, just watch yourself there. Dirty skylights, that's real impressive. Your manhole there, which would be real stupid if they didn't block it off between the buildings. You could go in from one building to another through that manhole, which looks like somebody's actually explored that. Don't be surprised if some hidden cameras around. I've got to check the room for that later. Another thing to mention, you never really realise what you're missing until you go looking for it. To wash your dishes, you have to do it in the shower room. There is no area where you can wash dishes at a sink. This is definitely not a place I would recommend. I'm going to say it's probably a 2 out of 5 star. It's just pretty. Water's clean, area's pretty, but it is not supporting what I would require from a hotel resort like this. So you can see what I mean by the boards and everything falling off the walls there. That's something that you shouldn't see in a hotel room. You know, not in a quality hotel, not in a quality hotel room anyway. If you saw something like that in Sydney, they'd probably be shut down and you know, be inspected and whatnot for not being safe. But anyway, they seem to get away with it okay. You know, sticky tape your power in and leave your phone line hanging out, no worries. Now, that's the fridge that I was talking about earlier. And the thing is, we didn't know that fridge even existed until we were leaving. We didn't investigate what was in the cupboard underneath the TV. And So when we're leaving, we're like, oh, I wonder what's in here. And like, oh, there's the fridge, not turned on or anything. So you'd have to turn it on yourself. So remember when you get there, turn the fridge on. It's not automatically left on. Also, the TV we couldn't watch any TV. I tried to reprogram the TV, and again, like, all there is radio stations. After reprogramming it, still radio stations. There was nothing. So no TV, no entertainment. Just the whole thing was a flop. From what I was expecting to be a highlight of the trip, turned out to be a complete disaster, and it was more exciting to be back at the house than it was to be on this holiday resort. Oh, here's a funny one coming up. You got the Bible in there that you just saw. Now check this out. There is not a single no smoking sign in the whole building at all, right? Not on the doors, not anywhere else. And I was thinking to myself, okay, you must be able to smoke because there's no smoking signs. And when I was walking back from the bathroom is when I spotted this. Check it out. Behind the light. That's where you have a no smoking sign. Behind the light. Where you can't see it ordinary unless you're walking from the bathroom over and you're like, oh, there's the no smoking sign. Right where you don't want to see it. Yeah, real smart idea, that one. Now, both beds had stains on them. Now, they're not the darkest stains, but they shouldn't even exist. And another thing to add, for any other language other than Philippine, you're not speaking to anybody here that speaks your language. Not one person I've spoken to here at the holiday resort that runs the place speaks English. That makes it terribly hard to try and get anything across for understanding. And why is this place no smoking, especially right here outside the hotel room that you're staying in, or the villa, what they call it? You could be right here, it's all out in the open. Why is there no smoking here? That's a big complaint of mine. Not happy. It just keeps getting better. Sitting here trying to relax. Now I'm starting to get eaten by mosquitoes, and I find out there's no provided mosquito coils. If you don't bring your own mosquito repellent, cop it. So this is what it looks like walking through here over night time. Still stinks really bad though when you get to this point. I'm just going to keep recording and let the place talk for itself, really. You just get to see it. Tomorrow should be interesting. It's just really steep, this part that we're walking on. I'm going to walk back up there too. I can understand why it's not flat out though. It's not people everywhere. The pool looks nice. Not very steep though. I saw people in there today, and on the end over there, that's the deepest part where it was up to the shoulders. Everywhere else I was standing up, it was waist high. And this is the dinner setup where we're going to eat with the family, but the lighting here is very poor. Okay, so the reason why I was showing the menu is, like, you'd expect a place like this to have a decent menu that's an A4 sheet page possibly. They give you not only the list of what you can buy, but what's in the food. And not being able to, the main menu, I can see all the names and I'm like, I don't know what this is, they're not names that I recognise. They should have a list of the foods and what's in the food. Also, why is it watermarked? There should be clean menus. This place is making a lot of money. If it should be looked after, these menus, okay, you can read it. That's not acceptable. They should be clean.
Ay, ada ko ang picture ko dahil sa kuan dahil. Oh, dali mo lingkuran na.
You see, that's the entertainment area there. It's all dark. There's nothing happening.
Ay, di na mapaliguan, ti.
Ha? Ay, di kita maligo. Wow, maligo.
And look how beautiful this swimming pool is. Nice and clear, nicely lit up. So disappointing that you couldn't have a romantic swim at night time, like 10 o'clock or later. This is the view from the jetty across to the mainland. And that's where you can kayak. The little hut over there is where you can go fishing with a bamboo stick and a bit of string on the line. So when they advertise fishing and kayaking, that's all there is. There's nowhere to go. I was happy to hop in the kayak and think, yeah, let's go for a kayak row, and we get in the water, look out, and there's nowhere to go. Like, what was the point of that? Just you get to sit in the kayak and have a bit of a splash. You see that area there? That's where we're allowed to scuba dive. I don't know if it's like this all the time, but on this particular day, if you wanted to scuba dive or snorkel, that fenced off area is where you're allowed to go. That's it. So there's no point in getting out all the gear to go for a scuba dive, you know, like that. And like, what's the point? Today is super hot. I'm sitting down for a coffee after a bit of a walk. But they don't have any fans or anything. It's all about saving money, I guess. The less they use. And there's the kitchen over there. Oh, we got fans on over there. Not above me though. You see the light fittings there, all filthy as. Haven't been cleaned in years. Check it out. Nobody there. Ordered a coffee 25 minutes ago and there's nobody there. There's somebody there when I ordered it. Unreal. This place is all about looks. Make it look good. Well, I finally got my coffee. I don't know what for cocoa they use here, but it was disgusting. So foul in the mouth, not sweet. But to drink the coffee. You tell me the last time you bought a coffee and it had floating beans in it. This is a view from the villas further up the top, even further away from the pool. I'm so glad we didn't stay up this far. It's a long walk. And we've got another bit of a hill climb here to go. It looks like there's a smoking area up here. When I asked, the bloke could only tell me of two places. Oh, well, at least if you're in the top villas, you can walk up here instead of having to walk all the way down the other way. I'll walk back that way. It's a hike, I tell you. But I'll walk back that way when I go back. I just want to see up here further. Okay, there's just a swimming pool area down there, where people can swim down there. There's too many people down there to take footage or photos. Bit wrong to be doing that. No, none of them are my family. So I'll go for a walk back this way. I'll record until someone shows up. Bit of a bushwalk section here. I might just have a quick look. Okay, I don't want to go any further, but looks like it could be an interesting bushwalk. I guess you'll need a guide to show you though. I don't think that'll just allow anybody into the bush up here. If you got bitten by a snake or something, there's no one to know about it. Grotto, what's that? What the hell? Where you practice all your Buddhism? Nah, where they like to pray to Jesus Christ, who wasn't christened Jesus Christ until he was 30, and Mother Mary, who only carried the baby. She didn't do any more than that. Okay, so this is a place of worship, I guess. Right, watch your footing coming down here, holy crap. And the loose rocks moves on your feet as you're coming back down. Better stop recording now. What's in here? We go somewhere. Caveny. That's pretty cool. I'm told that sand place that I looked at a minute ago is called the Sandbar. Looks like a better place to swim anyway than out here well, you can't see it, but out that way where I was a few minutes ago, where the boat arrives, it's all sharp and slimy rocks. So if you go in there, you got to wear shoes or thongs that have the back non-slip, so you can walk out there. It's a nice clear water to swim in, but you'll cut your feet up if you don't wear some sort of protection. I'm surprised a place like this, how there isn't sand. Everywhere's rocks. You go in the ocean, you're stepping on rocks. I guess if you're used to that type of thing, it's not so bad. Someone like me is used to sandy beaches. Nah, I like to just go straight in and go for a dive. You're a couple of meters out, you're in deep water. Here, you can go swim for a mile and you're still in shallow water. I know where this path goes to. Oh, we should go on that. That path there will bring you back out to the section I've already been at, where the smoking area is and so forth. I'm sure of it. So, well, the signs here. Whatever that means. But we're going for another trek trail. Oh, we've got stairs. No sign saying that I can't go this way, so let's have a look. Another one of those things that you've got to climb a mountain to go and have a look. I'm going to stop recording for a second because already it's pretty steep. I can't imagine many people come up here. Definitely for the fit people, eh? I wouldn't say I'm not fit, but I'm definitely not used to walking up mountains. Looks like a forgotten place. I don't know if I'm allowed here, but there's no signs anywhere saying that I can't come here. Under construction maybe? A new villa. Definitely looks like it hasn't been looked at for a long time. Got so far and was like, okay, that's it. Whatever that's meant to be, a wall inside a wall. Like another villa there that, I don't know, it's something to do with fresh water, I guess. Obviously I'm not going to go that way, trees are falling down. Oh, well, this is as far as I'm going. I could end up right on the other side of the island and find that I have to walk this whole trek back. I don't know what to expect, and the family is going to be wondering where I am now, so time to double back and go all the way back this way. I've only been walking for about 20 minutes, so it's 20 minutes walk back. I just walked past diesel engines. I'd say that's what's making the power on the island. Herbs and stuff here, I guess. Okay, somebody's garden. Sure, it'd be a sign here to say personnel only. I think that'd be a personnel only area. Not free for anybody to walk in and pick their herbs as they wish. There's a chicken pen over there. And you got more. Oh, you got trekking rules. Okay, so there's a good chance that path I was following earlier would have come out here, because you got the red and blue flags just there. So if I'd kept on following it, I probably would have ended up here. Okay, good for you to know. Ever come here? Okay, and this is back to the pathway that goes down the left here, and a smoking area directly in front of me. That's the area I was talking about, where I was stepping on the platform there, and my toe went straight through the bamboo and cut underneath it. There was somebody there that helps you get in and out of the kayak. He saw it happen, and I went straight away. I was sitting down and having a look at my toe, and he paid no attention to me at all, and I had to make my way back to the cabin so I could treat the cut. It wasn't a bad cut, but you know, and it didn't bleed for long, but nonetheless, I would have thought that the staff there would have helped out. You know, he said, wait here, I'll come and get my medic kit or something, bandage it up. Nothing. He didn't even look at me, and I thought, that's just so wrong. You know, he saw it happen. He had to have seen it happen. He was right next to me, but I got no response out of him. I was very disappointed. So right there, I just thought I'd take a photo of what the restaurant section looks like from the outside. You know, it's nice to look at. Little patch of grass there in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, it's a nice quiet place. It's a pretty place, and it's a nice quiet place. So if you just want to go there and chill out, relax, maybe you get a massage, you know, go for it. It's just, I wasn't happy. The beginning of my stay was straight away a negative, and pretty much that killed it for the rest of my stay there. And that there is my beautiful wife, and you can see she's got sandals on that has strappings on the back. She's about to go for a swim. I just came out of the water, and I was telling her that the rocks are sharp, and she said she got sandals for me to wear as well to go in because of the sharp rocks. And by this time I was already disappointed. I was like, nah, I've been in there, I've slipping and sliding on those rocks, and they're sharp as well. I wasn't getting any cuts, but you could feel that they were sharp. You felt like your feet were getting cut. But anyway, so she went in, but I wasn't going to go back in. And that's the water there. You can see there's no sand, but that's my wife in the water there for brother. And you know, it's nice, really clear water. So it's really attractive, really beautiful, and you think, oh yeah, I want to go for a swim in here. And it wasn't really warm water either. It was not cold. It was just nice to go into. It's just a shame for those rocks. It's just terrible. And there's the platform that you arrive on. You're not allowed to walk out onto it overnight time. I walked out to the end of it, and then somebody was calling out to me to say, come back in. So it's probably just a hazardous thing. You know, they don't want any guests falling into the water, and nobody knows about it, and somebody drowns. So I had to take a photo from there to show you. Okay, and that's it. That's the end of the review. So that's what you can expect if you go to this place here. Bring your own coffee, tea, whatever it is that you want to drink. The food here and the drinks here are very expensive. Expect to pay about $15 for a cup of coffee, Australian dollars. And yeah, just be prepared to, you know, bring a bit of money for your food, and bring your own drinks, mosquito repellent, things like that, to make your visit more enjoyable. Anyway, if you've made it this far in my clip, I really appreciate you being here, and thanks again. Take care.